All right, here we are back again with a new creature suit. These are the feet. They're pretty big. They're a lot bigger than they look like on camera. But this is for like a swamp creature, Boggy Creek. Boggy Creek was a three-toed creature, if you look at the reports. Even though it was described as being a simian type thing. So here we have the hands. And they're pretty big too. Check it out. Okay, now the thing about this is, these are raw pulls pretty much straight out of the mold. And the only thing I've done to them is, cut the flashing off. But that's pretty much how it'll be. I'll primer them. I'm probably going to primer them in black, and then they'll be ready for painting if I decide to do anything else to it. In some cases, I just leave them black and just do a little bit of detailing. And the thing is, I decided I wanted to do a different hand for the Boggy Creek than the Bigfoot, because it's supposed to be basically a smaller creature, and I just wanted more of this kind of mud encrusted, swampy type look, rather than that big simian type of hand like I used for Bigfoot, which also doubled for the King Kong. I used him for a King Kong suit. So there's that, and there's a lot of detail in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But now also I used a different mold, a different type of molding process. There's no seam on here like you would get with the two-part mold. These were done with a glove mold, basically, where you just yank it out, pull it off, so you can sculpt it in any kind of configuration you want, and you don't have a seam or anything like that. These are all the latex components of this suit, other than the mask. I'm not doing a chest piece on this one. You'll find out as I progress on this that I'm going to use a different concept for this creature. So there's no big chest piece on this one. I've eliminated that step. This is going to be wholly really a different creature, and some of the stages of construction will be different also. I'll be going on with this pretty quickly. Fabrication has been going at a rapid pace. 5 days ago I didn't have any of this. I had no sculptures, I had no armature, I had nothing. And look what I have. Some things to the casual observer, they're like, well, that's all you have is these pieces. Well, this is the important thing. I've learned, always have your latex pulls, your slip cast pulls, before anything else. Do that, and then construction of the body, the legs and the torso will pretty much kind of build themselves around that. So many costumes I see have terrible feet. People don't pay attention to what the footwear looks like. Slippers will go into this. You can use like Douglas and Sturgis type foam, expanding foam. Like my foot will be going into it just like that. Pretty sweet. So yeah, always do your, when you're building something like this, these are kind of the most important things. People really skimp on the footwear on a costume, any costume that I see. If I go to Halloween or conventions, a lot of times they just put on a pair of black tennis shoes or something like that. And no, don't do that. Do it right. Build it from the ground up. On the bottom of this, I put on what I call DuraTread. The DuraTread goes on the bottom. It bonds to this. It's a latex, but it's almost like cement. I paint it on, and when you're using something for a lot of filming, commercial use, if you're out in the woods with a creature like this, walking along on rough ground, it'll protect it, keep it from ripping and tearing up. It won't ruin your feet. So I'm continuing on with this project. I also have a whole bunch of other projects. So hit subscribe. Let's build some of these suits. Hit subscribe, people. Hit like. I don't want to be buried in the depths of YouTube. I mean, let's move on this. I'm continuing on, but I'm not really going to post regularly if people aren't really going to look at it. If they're just going to do something else, I'm just not going to post as regularly. You can also look at my blog. I'll post the links to that, to where you can check out a little bit more regularly. I update that pretty much every day. In the next video, I'm going to do a painting tutorial. So if you want to know how to paint skin, I'm doing the Yeti. I'm doing a mask. Stay tuned for that. Thanks.